Before we move into chapter 12, I want to once again just mention that exam 1 is coming up. So the exam is going to be next Wednesday, February 9th, so next week, 1 to 3 p.m. So we'll do it on campus in the same, just right around the corner, basically from where the lab room is. But just instead of week 5, instead of doing lab, you'll just come and take the test. You'll have the full 2 hours, so be able to do the full time. You should bring a calculator. This is a big one. You don't want to forget that. You are going to need to be doing calculations. It won't all be just a bunch of math, but you will need to do some calculations that, like, you could do in your head, but you really don't want to. Make it a lot easier if you just bring a calculator. You'll be given periodic table and a bunch of useful information, formulas, that kind of stuff. I would check on Wednesday of this week, the 2nd. There will be an exam 1 folder that pops up that will have the explicit document. There'll be a paper test. Basically, the last few pages will just be formulas, periodic table, all that kind of stuff, things you do not need to memorize. So that will all be there that you need to use. And not only do you not need to memorize it, but you want to know how to use it. You do need to know how to use it. That's kind of the big thing. I'm not going to require you to memorize a bunch of stuff, but you do need to know how to look up information. The test will cover everything we've talked about so far, so including this chapter 12 content. There will be a review in the test 1 folder. So again, that's going to go live on the 2nd, Wednesday the 2nd at 8 a.m. If you complete that review, you get 5 points added onto your test grade, just straight up 10 points. 5 points. I don't know why I said that. 5 points added onto your test grade. Right there. There's another video. I'm not going to go through this whole thing again, but the test is going to be free response. So you have to write answers to questions. The idea is I want to see your thought process on things. I like awarding. Sometimes students think multiple choice. I think multiple choice is really kind of much more luck based, usually in a punishing way. It tends to punish people who are close. And then if you can make like 1 mistake, you get it wrong. If you make 2 mistakes, you can get questions right. And I don't like that about multiple choice. So I want to give credit for however much you can do, get partial credit. And if you're writing, showing your work, you can demonstrate that partial credit. As far as studying, the biggest things are make sure you don't do the week 4 material. This stuff is on the test, so do this homework, do the participations. Do the class, don't stop doing class to study. The review is going to be a really useful way to study because that'll get you points. And then going back and looking at participation questions. I wrote the participation questions. I write your test questions. I only choose the homework questions. So Chem 101, those cover content. There's also things that like I can't find questions for on Chem 101. So there aren't homework questions about it. Or it's like not quite exactly. So the participation is a really good in terms of what you need to focus on, and the review. What kind of the ideas that I think and what I think you should know about those concepts, and how I'm going to ask you, the wording I'm going to use, the phrasing, the focus, the explain your answer kind of stuff is on the review right there. So I would take a look at those. Do the homework because it's important, it's relevant. But in terms of like, I wouldn't redo homework. So after you've done it once, it's enough. And if you want to talk about other kind of study things, that's fine. Also, I'm more than happy to meet. We can meet electronically if you want to. Some people like to do the review and then talk about what they have questions on, or if there's other things like that, other parts of the review or other things like that, I am happy to help, happy to work through those ideas. Otherwise, welcome to week 4. Getting started. I won't spoil the fun. It's a normal week. We're doing a kinetics lab. It'll be fun. You'll get to see some reactions in action, some reactions that will take time to occur, and you'll be able to see how fast they're going. Otherwise, if you have any questions about the exam or anything, let me know. Otherwise, welcome to week 4. Enjoy the content.